C Maven AI, $21 super chat. You know, we love that number, that prime number 21. Coach Marion GoGo is not just speed, it's spacing, conflict, trigger discipline. What should Buff Nation watch for first to know the offense is truly changing? And how often do you tweak your OC playbook? Coach, I got, let me, before you answer, let me say something to the runners out there about that last one. How often do you tweak your OC playbook? Chico, out of all the stuff I've learned about this brother, his family history, what he's gone through, how he's endured, what he's overcome, how he's risen up the coaching ranks. You know what the most impressive thing this dude never told me was?
I know the answer, but tell the runners out there.
This man told me that every day since ninth grade, he's at least written one football play.
Yeah.
Do you know how many damn plays that is, Chico?
No, that's real talk, man. That's having passion about your craft. Woo. You know, I used to do it back in the day, Coach, but I stopped way a long time ago. So maybe that's why I'm doing this.
You started in ninth grade and you stopped 1 week later in ninth grade. So, Coach, what should Buff Nation watch for first to know the offense is truly changing? And how often do you tweak your playbook?
Yeah, our offense is very player driven, right? So personnel, players, people, right? That's what's going to dictate what we do and what we do at a high level, right? So we obviously have a system, right? Like I'm not going to sit here and say that we don't have a certain system that we run. We have a unique system that I swear by, and it's gotten me to this point. So.
All the way here.
Memphis 10.
Memphis 10 in this
Dirty Dime.
You already know what's up. Yeah, Uncle Neely in the house.
Let's go, Pregame show from New Orleans, all the way from New Orleans. Yay!
And it's gotten me to this point. So I love our system, but also I'm not ignorant to the fact that I'm going to utilize what our players can do really well, what they've done well in the past at certain stops that they've been, and then what I know to be true, looking at their skill set and going like, okay, we can do this with him, he can do this with him, and then there's things that we have players that we've brought into the fold where they haven't been, their talent hasn't been extracted all the way because they were not receiver one or they were receiver two at their school, or they were not running back one, they were running back two. There's guys that we have that, you know, like some of the guys on our offensive line that have amazing athletic ability that we're going to use to move them around and do different things with them. So, you know, for you to look at it and say like it'll be at every school, it's different. At every school, it's completely different in what we do. At Howard, we were different than what we were at William and Mary. At William and Mary, we were different than what we did at Hawaii. At Hawaii, different than UNLV. UNLV was different than Sac State, right? So, but for us, it's about giving our guys a chance to win the game, and whatever that takes, and whatever personnels, whatever plays, that's what we'll do to give our guys a chance to go win the game.
All right. Hey, we had a super chat earlier about the two quarterback question. I think we took it as a two quarterback system, whatever, but I think the chat is trying to clarify that. She was asking two quarterbacks on the field at the same time. I guess like you have two running backs, two quarterbacks on the field at the same time.
Yeah, we've done that. We've done that before. At William and Mary, we used to do that a lot. And, you know, that just takes two smart quarterbacks. We did that at UNLV. If you look at a lot of stuff that we've done a lot of tricks and gadget plays with two quarterbacks on the field. We've ran base plays with two quarterbacks on the field just to get the defense to freak out, maybe call a timeout, be in a panic because, oh, man, they got another quarterback on the field. Here comes a trick play, and then we just run a base play, right? So, yeah, I mean, that's definitely always an art. We'll use that, whatever it takes to get an edge, whatever it takes to score a point, to move the ball down the field. I'm a hustler. We're gonna find a way to score points, right?
Right.
Box told me the other day, I didn't even know this. I'm one of the only coordinators. Another guy, Matrix, that does Dave Bartow told me, like I've been 30 points a game every school that I've been at, right? And that's just utilizing your people, trying to find a way to score points, right, and go win games.
And they took a lot of points from you off the board at Sac State. I said it, not coach. All right, anyways. We got Chico's crazy questions real quick, like before we get up out of here. One
might get a shot at that coach. You might want to get a shot at that yak. Hey, don't tell him what's coming.
No, this is gonna be quick and easy, man. Quick and easy. We see Coach play a lot of music doing meetings and stuff. What's on your pregame playlist? Give me 3 artists or songs.
Whew. You got to beat her to like.
Okay.
You got to really. It depends on the vibe. I've canceled DMX. Like that's my dog. He performed at my birthday. My brother had him perform at my birthday when I was 21 or 22, I believe. But he gets me too emotional. That DMX is too much, right? My pregame routine, though, really, if you really want to know, it's a little bit weird, okay? But when I get to the stadium, I go out there with the players. We do a little quick session. We throw it real quick around. We do a quick prayer. I go back in the locker room. I take a nap, and then I shower. I take I'll cold plunge for a minute. I'll take like a cold shower, get my mind right. And then I kind of just chill, like no music, no nothing. I'm just chilling. You know what I'm saying? So like that's what I do before the game, like to get my head in the right space.
Chico, his music portfolio has no boundaries.
I've seen
it. It has no horizons. There is no end to it. I'm blessed to somewhat share a wall with the offensive room. And I know it's time to go to the meeting when I hear them sounds coming through the wall. And it's going to be anything from R&B to rap to country. Like, you don't know what's coming, but the brother got some music now.
I must warn you, Coach Marion. If you know Uncle Neely is over there and he can hear you, do not play. Take me through there. Because he might just come over there out of nowhere. Like, hold up.
Well, here's the deal. I get up and come over there. Chico gets up and come over there with his shirt and a knot in the front. You know what I mean? So kind of twisted in the front.
Don't do my man like that. He a good Christian man. Don't do my man like that.
And that's how the fight started.
Have another question here, Coach. Name one of your most underrated coaches in college football.
Underrated coaches. Like that I work with, that is out there. What, like
that's out there that you work with, that you've seen, that someone might not know of, that an underrated coach out there that's under the radar, that people should know about.
Man, I got to go with my guys. I'm gonna go with. I think Coach Prime assembled a tremendous staff. I'm gonna go with Coach Marvel. Definitely be a head coach. I've been saying that since I met him. 5-6 years ago. We met at we supposed to be the next great coaches, young coaches at the AFCA convention. That dude is brilliant. He's a leader of men. Truly knows the game, respects the game. Coach Niblett. I don't know how he's not been in the college game. Obviously, they pay a lot of money down there in Alabama and Georgia for high school football coaches.
That's right.
Yeah. I mean, that's down there in South Georgia and Alabama. They pay real money for football coaches. So, obviously, I think he'll lead a program here in the near future. The sleeper on the staff that people don't know about is Coach Shad, man. Coach Shad, I think is really that guy. Like from the standpoint of, I've been around a lot of dudes that see me come in a room and, I have a lot of personality. I have a lot of receiver in me. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm not coming in there with the polo on and saying, hello, guy. You know what I mean? I'm I'm here. You know what I mean? Like,
right.
And for him to like, just be like right at my hip, taking every note, learning everything. Like he is a learn it all. And I think that guys like him, when I first got into college football, that's what I was. I was just taking notes from everybody, even if I didn't like your personality or I felt you were some type of way or whatever towards me, I still was taking all the information from you. There's a lot of guys that I've been in rooms with that they think, well, Marion must have not liked me, and I took every piece of information that they had and tried to make it my own if it was something good. And I think
Right.
that's what Coach Shaw does a really good job of. He understands that you can learn from anybody, regardless of their personality, where they're from, like. And so I think he'll really climb in this business really, really high. There's a couple other guys I got to mention though that don't get a lot of acclaim. I don't know why Rashad Samples is not a head coach yet.
Mm.
He's a young, I mean, just a young killer, man. Like he's just gonna get you the right people in the building. Keenan Hall over at Baylor, even though we play him this year, I mean, that dude is a program changer. Chris Gilbert. I mean, there's a lot. Doug, I can name a lot of people. Chris Gilbert at Texas. There, I mean, there's no way that any of those Texas programs shouldn't hire him to be, one of those group of 5 programs in Texas should hire him to be the head coach instantly. Most of the people that are in that building at Texas, no offense to anybody in the building over there. I got love for all y'all. Don't, don't turn me in. Chris Gilbert is the reason why most of those kids that they have are at Texas, those big time names that you see there, he's the one who's getting them. I think he's a rock star. There's so many guys that I've worked with. Gordy Samus, who's now the offense coordinator at TCU. We worked together at William and Mary. He was my O-line coach. He'll be a head coach. I mean, there's a lot of names that I could name. There's a lot of guys doing it the right way and climbing in this business. And I think it's a new era. It's a new time with the NIL. And I think, guys like me and those guys that climbed up the right way without, there's guys that are head coaches right now that, got there by piggybacking and begging and, doing it that way. And then there's guys that aren't head coaches yet that have took the stairs and really did it the right way and built programs without the recognition. And I think it's time for, that paradigm shift will happen here shortly as ADs start to realize that the guys that, might not put on the suit and tie perfectly, still can coach football and move people in the right direction.
Amen.
Yes.
Coach, I'm gonna double down on that because one of the things I say about this organization Coach Prime has put together, which you've named so many of them just then, that when you have a head coach in the Power Five and Coach Prime, and both coordinators happen to be African American in the Power Five, which is some Power Four, which is something that is no other place than Colorado. Man, what will it mean for us and opportunity when we show
Harris
the world?
C. Harris, managing partner of the Cochran firm Jackson, is one of the premier litigators in the United States. Dedicated to furthering the values of Johnny Cochran, Harris believes attorneys have a duty to restore voice to the silenced and give justice to the wronged.
The reason that you are a member of the Cochran firm is that you share my commitment to excellence to our clients.
Harris's success is credited to a set of core values shared by his team of attorneys, professionals, and staff.
You've proven to me that you care and you want to do the best job for all of our clients.
I'm here to make sure that they have a voice.
Named one of the top 10 trucking lawyers with a $150 million settlement, Terrence Harris continues to prove that he is committed to obtaining the best possible outcome for his clients.